Creighton was one of a kind. Funny, larger than life, love, amazing athlete, big heart.
Creighton, he was very, very athletic. He obviously was on the lacrosse team. He was on varsity for 3 years.
Freshman year of high school, he was in a lacrosse tournament at Duke. It was like one of the first weekends in December. So he was playing a team from Chicago, and he was cleated, but went to the orthopedist, and the orthopedist didn't know what it was. Could be arthritis, could be this. Put some heavy cast on his leg and stuffed him with pain medicine. Being on that pain medicine was the first time that he had ever felt a high.
Recent studies show how common it is for the use of prescription painkillers to open a gateway for opioid addiction.
He wanted to do the right things. I had no idea that he was battling an addiction to heroin.
After years of struggling with addiction, Creighton made the decision to enter a rehabilitation program.
He said, I'm going to get help. I'm going to go to rehab, and it's going to be a good thing. I'm going to get my life and family back.
And he said, Wheaton, I'm going to get help. I leave it. And then, it's hard.
After a month of rehab, Creighton decided to leave the facility. Shortly after, though, he relapsed. On July 15, 2016 at 7 a.m., Nancy Shipman woke to a policeman knocking at her door.
So I'm coming down the stairs, and I see a policeman, and he writes down a phone number. This person wants you to call them. And I'm like, is this about my son? Is this about my son? He's like, I don't know anything except to come to this address. I call the number. She said, we have your son, and he is not in good shape. 911 was called, and he was code blue, which means no heartbeat. We have him here, and you need to get up here as fast as possible. I get there at 10:30 that morning, and they had moved him to ICU, and they said that they didn't think he would live till noon. It was a gift because he looked great. Like, he could pop up and be like, hey mom, blah, blah, blah. His hair was good, which is so bizarre to know that everything's shutting down.
William Creighton Shipman passed away on July 17, 2016.
What it was truly was a heroin overdose. And that word is very hard still to say, heroin. It's an awful word.
Around Creighton's bed, I told my mom, I said, I don't want any other family to go through this. I don't want this to happen to anyone else.
The story of a young athlete struggling with addiction is a tragic yet common one. However, the Shipman's response to Creighton's death is unlike any other. They have created the Creighton Shipman 22 Forever Foundation and are partnering with Jason Sandoval to head start the Wake Up Charleston campaign.
What the Shipman family is willing to do, that is stand up and make Creighton's death mean something, as far as not ever wanting another family to experience the grief that they're experiencing, is one of the most courageous things I've ever seen.
And with all of that, our families decided to start a foundation in Creighton's name, because if we can heighten it and bring this awareness with your help, we can make big things happen, so we won't be sitting here talking about my son that died.
This is Connor Griffin, reporting for Tribe Talk.